Hey everyone, and welcome back to the weird part of YouTube, aka my channel. So yeah, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I posted my last video regarding travel updates, so here's another one. So slowly we see that the world is returning to normal. Obviously not the same in Ukraine and Russia, so thoughts and prayers for them. Hopefully the war gets over real soon. But yeah, let's get back to the video on travel updates. So yeah, we see a lot of these countries that are going back to normal. Some of these countries are not even requiring RT-PCR tests. So let's get down to the list as to which all countries have stopped accepting RT-PCR tests as long as you're fully vaccinated. So a lot of comments down in my previous video, so I'm just gonna open that up and clarify in this video. So what does fully vaccinated mean? I keep clarifying this in every video, but fully vaccinated means that according to your country, if you are fully vaccinated means the dosage of the vaccine. So some vaccines require 2 dosage, some vaccines require 1 shot. So depending on what it means, like whatever vaccine you got, depending on whatever country you are in, that actually means you're fully vaccinated if you have received the full dosage. So here in the US, Pfizer, Moderna are very popular vaccines, which most people receive are 2 shots. So you get 1 shot and then another shot later, after 28 days, 21 days, 2 to 3 weeks later. So that is fully vaccinated, essentially what that means. There is another vaccine called Johnson & Johnson, which requires just 1 shot. So if you're part of the Johnson & Johnson gang, just getting 1 shot means you're fully vaccinated. A lot of people ask whether you need to get boosted. Obviously that is recommended if you get boosted, but that doesn't qualify as fully vaccinated, because fully vaccinated means your primary series. Obviously getting boosted is a lot effective against combating the virus, so yeah, definitely get it, but that doesn't mean you are actually triple boosted, boosted and vaccinated, so it doesn't qualify as fully vaccinated. So just the initial round of vaccination is what fully vaccines mean. So some countries haven't gotten the booster program yet, so depending on what country you're flying in from, just do check with your local authorities what that means. So if you are fully vaccinated, you don't need to take RT-PCR tests to a lot of other countries that are slowly opening up. One being Dubai, which is a popular destination for Expo 2020. So starting this week, you don't need to take RT-PCR tests anymore as long as you're fully vaccinated. So when you're boarding, you just need to show your vaccination card or your certificate or whatever entails as proof for your vaccination status. India removed that a long time ago in February 14th. So it was a Valentine's Day present for all of us. So again, in India, you just need to show Air Suvidha, fill out the form, and get yourself, the declaration form, self-exemption form, and that is what the airlines typically check. So last time when I uploaded the video, I asked you guys to check with your airlines what the status is, because it was very new. A lot of countries were still in the midst of opening up. Right now, at starting of March, we see that a lot of other countries have opened up. Airlines also don't really need RT-PCR tests. Popular airline choice being Qatar, Emirates also don't require any sort of RT-PCR test as long as you are fully vaccinated. So a lot of people have asked another question, is that what about children? Again, it depends on which country you're flying in from. For example, in the US, any ages 5 and above are qualified to get vaccines. So obviously that means if you're not vaccinated, you have to take an RT-PCR test. And that again depends on what country you're flying in from. For example, Dubai, it's 48 hours. Some airlines says 72 hours. So definitely check with your airlines. India again is 72 hours. Dubai has also eliminated taking another COVID test prior to boarding in. So if you've traveled recently for Expo 2020, you might have noticed if you're traveling into Dubai, you might have to take 2 tests. So that has been eliminated. So you just need to take 1 test. Again, now if you're vaccinated, you don't need to. Qatar as well, you don't need to take any more tests. So if you're flying from Dubai to India, however, you do need to take the test because India doesn't qualify Dubai vaccines yet. So if you're traveling from Dubai, you need to take a test. However, if you're on transit, you don't need to. So there's a lot of loops here and there. However, if you're a Dubai resident, a resident of UAE, and you're flying into India directly, you definitely have to take a test, unfortunately. But maybe in the coming weeks they might remove this rules and all that stuff. So yeah, hopefully we get to see that. Is there any change to other foreign countries you're traveling in? Not right now. We see that some of the European countries have almost started lifting all this test requirements and being very stringent about it. So yeah, most of the European countries are slowly seeing that effect. Canada as well. However, US is still it's usually the last country to remove all these rules. After Omicron, it became more strict about the tests and everything. But right now, the cases are dropping really fast. There are not many hospitalizations or deaths due to COVID. So we might see any sort of effect due to that. Right now, there isn't any, so you do need to take a test prior to traveling into the US, 24 hours traveling into the US or before departure. For example, if you're flying on the 9th and you're arriving on the 10th to the US, make sure before you board in and all that stuff, 24 hours before boarding in, you have to take your test. So it is a little difficult. However, US does accept antigen rapid tests. So this is the one that I got it from the government, and you can just do a self test at home and you get the result in 15 minutes or so. It's super rapid. You also have an app over here, so you can just download the app and get the certificate and print out the certificate. However, definitely do check with your airlines. Some of the airlines don't accept this, so they might have a lot of battle before you board in. United obviously does, so any US airlines would accept this test. But if you're flying from a foreign country where you don't have United or American Airlines or Delta, or you're flying in from their partner, they might not accept this test. They might opt for RT-PCR test, which is fairly bit more accurate. So definitely check out that option as well. Obviously the prices are really high if you're going to do it at the airport. So yeah, I would suggest grabbing some extra money for that reason, because going to the US is a lot strict with exactly for processes and all that stuff. So just be really careful and be prepared to take extra tests in case the airlines denies RTP rapid test. Or if you want, you can just skip this and take regular RT-PCR test 24 hours before boarding in. So those are the rules. A lot of airlines right now have been routing to different regions. There's a delay over here and there because of the war ongoing to Russia and Ukraine. But you should get a refund if your flights have been cancelled. For example, a lot of United Airlines flights have been cancelled recently, but you can get the refund or book another flight due to Air India or any other flight that does fly to India or any other country. So those are the travel updates right now. So Air India is still flying high, and there's a lot of new rules over there, but this doesn't change anything with regards to service or just getting an air Suvidha test with your vaccine card is good enough since February 14th. No such hassles while traveling in Emirates as well. Previously they did accept they were very strict about RT-PCR tests. Now if you just show a vaccine card, it's good enough. As long as you're flying into India or any other country, that's good enough. Same with Qatar. Again, if you're flying to Dubai or Doha, you just need to take just be vaccinated. So yeah, definitely lots of perks there. And yeah, so those are the new updates. A lot of other countries are slowly opening up. The world is opening up. And yeah, so I'll keep updating more on this in case you need me to. Definitely post down your comments as well in case I missed out any or you need further clarification on any of the points I mentioned. So yeah, definitely check out this channel. Definitely consider subscribing to this video, liking as well if you enjoyed this content. So yeah, that is all, y'all. Hopefully I'll see you in another video. Bye. Hopefully soon though. Bye.